What's up, YouTubers? Your girl Survivor here. I just wanted to say I noticed a lot of comments on my last video, my last live stream, from a certain person who has consistently accused me of harassing her. And yet, you commented all over my comment sections. You went over into another friend of mine and you commented all over hers with threats of, legal things. But see, all you did there was show that basically you're the harasser. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Rachel. You're the one harassing your friends that tell people and harass my subscribers. They don't deserve to be harassed because they're here. Okay. Hi, Mark. They don't deserve to be harassed. People don't deserve to be harassed. They can like more than one channel. They can like things about one person and like things about another person. And even if those two people don't get along, they can still be there. I mean, as long as they're not taking part in any kind of bashing of somebody that, oh, it did rock. Yes, it did rock. And Bobbles makes a lot of sense with that, about when people are making these, hey, Lucas, when people make, you go, nay, like a, hey, Lulu, haven't seen you for a while. Nice to see you here. Um, oh, Survivor, 41, 41 seasons of Survivor? Sure. Um, I have everything, during my, last year of cancer. And then when you made your video and you said that I've been harassing this woman for 2 years, I haven't known her for 2 years. Hi, Atlanta girl. I haven't known her for 2 years. So, you know, you really can't, um, lie just to fit your narrative or make things a little better for you. I do have a lot of proof of the consistent threats of, police, legal action, and this and that. I do have all that. Oh, why did you delete it? You don't have to delete it. Yeah, I was watching that Claire video last night. Eh, and I did finish it last night, and I felt so bad for like the family. She had cystic fibrosis, and she went in for a lung transplant, and she did pass away. She was 21. She had a stroke. Felt so bad for her because she's the one that had said it's not good health that matters; it's what you do with your health. You know. So, yes, I do. I would love that, Lulu. Absolutely. Please do. Please do. You know, I think a lot of this has just gone on for so long, and it's, I mean, yes, there's something absolutely wrong with a well-being check when it's to harass somebody. It's coming from somebody who doesn't really care about you at all and allows people to dox, people on their comments. And, it actually, there's something very wrong with it. But just in case that your concern is for real, net, I'm fine. I'm fine. So, you don't have to keep trying to encourage people to call police on me. You don't have to keep that up. You really don't. And you really shouldn't. You actually really shouldn't. Because um, a long time ago, I had received an email from a channel about cyberbullying, and they do people's stories, and they were interested in what was going on. And I kind of kept thinking it was going to stop, so I didn't go further. Plus, I was at chemo then, and I have a lot on my plate already. I didn't want to. I just kept thinking there would like become a decent bone in their body. They'd find one. But I did email them back, and the entire aggressive campaign as a whole. I don't know if they're trying to make me like have a stroke or like Tasha and whatever there says, um, make me just, give up leaving, I might as well just die. I don't know if they're trying to make me actually feel that way, but unfortunately for them, it's working opposite. It's making me want to make certain that I'm here long after they are. And it's making me want to, make certain that the people doing it don't get away with it. I can't allow that because I really don't know if there's another person that has some kind of a health issue that they do this to as well. So, um, for me to rant and rave about it but not do anything about it is really just, it's not doing anything, right? So I started the ball rolling with, providing all the evidence to um, the proper people that it needs to go to and to that particular channel so they can do their, story on it. And it's just not like gonna look good for anyone, you know. Lulu, I know. I I know that people used to think that I was just like maybe, but it's like for Angie Reacts to not react to Tasha Harris's video that includes her name in it, where she's saying, "I might as well just die. What do I have to live for?" Um, we would all be friends, Lucas, and that's what I'm trying to accomplish here. Is I'm trying to accomplish that nobody else has to go through these things. I get it that um well, I mean, like, why bother having protected classes if freedom of speech covers them? You know what I mean? Like if that whole, being able to say this and being able to say that isn't illegal, why have protected classes? And that's where they, you know, kind of screwed up. I mean, there's this one, Enzo's mom, that keeps going around saying I'm 65. I'm glad she thinks I'm 65 because clearly states that being under even an age protected class. But people with, certain disabilities are protected as well. No, they wouldn't, Rachel. No, they wouldn't. No, they would not. I would think that Angie wouldn't want to be even related in any way to Tasha Harris's videos, because if a list was made of any of the ads, yeah, it is, isn't it, Atlanta girl? It is such a turnoff, and it is such a problem for the people who are the subject of the. This is more than drama. This is an aggressive campaign to destroy somebody. This is an aggressive campaign to try to destroy someone's will to live by consistently saying things like, "I'm good. I got my family. I have my, I have, I got that, It's an aggressive campaign to try to make somebody no longer have the will to live. And that's an issue. That's an issue for me. And I don't think that any ads should want to be on any channel, you know, any channel that is inciting hatred. And I saw Rob Barnes, who's some fucking weirdo, leave a comment saying that they should do a series of, on me and how I'm addicted to my pain meds. I don't take pain meds, right? Exactly. It's constant. It's a constant. It's every single day. Unfortunately, I do have to block that person from New Jersey because she doesn't understand that if she's going to threaten, you know, that I'm harassing them, then why are they up in all my comments? I mean, it's like as if she's gotten this delusion that my channel is hers to respond to any of my comments and stuff. I don't do that on her channel. None of my subscribers say, "Why are you here?" to any of her subscribers. Um, Nobody does that to them. Nobody does. And I certainly, you know what? And I wouldn't allow it. You know that? If somebody came in and they were saying bad stuff about any of these people right now, I know that all the people here know my first response would be, please remove that. Please remove that person. I know that everybody here has heard me repeatedly say, oh no, please don't say that. No, don't say that. Don't, So, I mean, thank you, Rachel. I appreciate that. It is, a problem when people can't just enjoy, go back and look at the comments to see what people are writing, and they have to see that, this one particular person has responded to all my comments, um, saying, oh, well, but when these people are here, it is good. Am I really being spammed right now? Can my mods please just start to work, please? Uh, Sorry, can can you just start blocking mods? Yes. So now we know where the scammers come from. Gotta be with them. That's a shame. That's a real shame, isn't it? To me, I'd have to say that kind of basically tells you where it's coming from. It has to be. What a shame. Hey, throwback. You don't have a block option, really? Hmm. I'd like to know who Jim Cornette is. Yes, live online. You have no options? What do you mean you have no options? Oh, that could be it. That could be. That maybe, yeah. That could be. Poor guy. Just, I wonder if he knows that his name keeps being used like that. Oh, really? Yeah, probably with one of them. I'd have to assume. I would say. Seems like they don't really have that much of a life. Like, I don't know. They all say some kid named Anton. So how was everybody's day today? Good? How's everybody doing? Lucas, did you decide what you're gonna do? This chat is a random chat. Not really about anything. Albert, nothing in particular, really. Um, Hi, Maria. Oh, I know you're in Switzerland, huh, Maria? I didn't really do much of my day. I'm all right. So, who are you talking to, Lucas? Oh, Pennsylvania. I've been to Pittsburgh before. I liked it. I liked Pittsburgh a lot. I really did. I liked the people there. I went to the mall. Oh my God, what was the name of their mall there? Can't remember. Can't remember what the name of the mall was. I went on that incline thing that they had in the movie Flashdance. I went to the amusement park, Kennywood. I learned how to talk to women. That's all that damn thing says. Have you ever been near Kensington, Delbert? We have a friend that does some outreach in Kensington. I guess it's really bad there, huh? I really can't get over that. God, I mean, that must just. Hello, beefy boy. You're new, beefy boy. It's a different kind of name. But that's okay. Maybe you're beefy. I like beef. Funny. It's close to TO. What's TO? Close to TO? Oh, Scranton. I've never been to Scranton. You don't hear much about Scranton. Is it a good area? Like, is it got a bad drug population? I mean, that Kensington. Have you ever watched any of those Kensington? Oh, Toronto. Oh, is it? I didn't know that. Oh, your son-in-law. I thought you were saying your son is in law. Uh, I was gonna say, oh, really? Awesome. Beef boy. You know what I'm surprised I like, and I know this sounds weird, right? But my mother used to make it a lot when I was when I was young, and I used to like the smell of it. It was oh, the Scranton Strangler. Strangler, I said. Strangler. I read something about that. I've been watching a lot of shit lately. Oh, I don't know anything about that. I don't think. We were talking about Slim Jim. Oh, I'll have to take a look at that. Not the. So I'll have to take a look at the what's that's where it was. Mobile 3 growth. So what's the scariest thing anybody's ever had happen to them? Like, I mean, ghost wise, like, or even maybe real wise, like a real person or anything. What was the scariest thing that's ever happened? You were like, oh my God, like in fear. Thank God, you know? I mean, for me, I'm kind of like, did anybody hear the news report about the shooting? No, sir, really? What's his number, Rachel? I'm like kidding. What's his number? What's his number? Where you stay is a ghost town? It's Vermont maple syrup, Maria. What do you mean, which church? What church? What are you talking about? The ghost town is? And which church? What do you mean? What are you guys talking about in here? How am I so lost? I went to one of those when I was like little on a field trip, where you go to they tap the trees, the maple trees, and make maple syrup. My dad used to love maple syrup cotton candy. Oh, I guess I didn't see it, whatever it was then, I guess. Toronto is the cleanest city in Canada. Canada looks pretty clean with chocolate. Mmm, maple syrup. Mm. Oh, yeah, you can't get maple syrup there, huh? Well, I'm sure you could buy it though, right? Do they sell it in the grocery store? Why? What goes on in your town? Like, did everybody move out? Yeah, but I didn't realize normal makeup makes sense a bit sugaring. What do you think? What do you mean? Like the stuff that you tap out of the trees? Okay, you can remove that comment about syrup oozing. That's kind of gross. Kind of gross. When I was just gonna say I would get a stack of pancakes. Mm. So did everybody move out, throwback, of the town where you live? Oh, it's very expensive. I wouldn't even know if gonorrhea oozes. I've never had it, thankfully. Don't they have like Mrs. Butterworth? Oh, they don't even have that anymore. Do we even have Mrs. Butterworth anymore? You know that, Lucas, um, I actually watch a channel that had the guy bought a ghost town. It's not like a ghost town, like it's haunted or anything. It's just that it's like in California in the Sierra Mountains, and it was pretty good. Optimize. Oh, in Detroit. Oh, you watched that particular one too? It was like I live in a ghost town or something like that. Yeah, Detroit. Oh yeah, that must be scary living in, like a city that's kind of everybody's moved out, like away from, and you're still hanging in there. Must be really scary. Yeah, well, that's not. I watch ghost channels. That shit scares me. I watched one where the guy was the murderer, and I mean he was getting some like random person was getting dreams of like the murder. Hi, Catherine. Ghosting secular human? No. Um, no, secular human is instigates a lot of things. So beefy boy is secular. No, because secular, I see you and you go and you try. It's not about like going to other channels and stuff. It's about going to other channels and trying to stir up crap. Now, if I was you, right, I don't understand why secular, like you don't, if hopefully nobody blocked him right now. I hope he's still here. I don't understand why the video that Tasha Harris made where she's saying that I'd be better off dead. And she mentions you in it. She mentions you, Terry. She says she's doing it because of poor Terry. Poor Terry, and she mentions a few people that she's doing it for. And I'm surprised that you haven't found offense in that, you know? Yeah, you should go look right now because it's only, she knows you hurt me. Can you please go back and look at that? Go back and look at that. Oh, that is weird, Risha. I just want to know, like, see, I've never seen you say anything to Tasha Harris, and yet she keeps bringing you up like multiple times. Please do. It's her. She's got part one and part two that she's gonna just sit back and wait for me to die. Well, I'm gonna sit back and wait for you to get hit by a double decker bus, Tasha Harris. I mean, I'm sorry. Because Bob made a good point when she said that her videos are coming out of pure evil. Like when I'll like rant and rave, it's out of hurt. I mean, pure hurt. That woman doesn't know me at all, not at all. And she says those evil things about someone she doesn't even know. Why would me dying bring her joy? You know? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but in any way, shape, or form of how any of these people that have had this aggressive campaign going on for the last year against me was to just disappear. And I don't know if they got off YouTube or they started a new channel and just went off YouTube. or they whatever, it wouldn't bother me either. You know, because this constant incite trying to incite people up on the police on me is, I think they're trying to make me like have a stroke or give up the will to live or whatever it might possibly be. Anyway, yes, so throwback, when you go, like what made everybody leave that part of Detroit? Like what happened and what makes you stay? That's seriously wrong. I wish they would stop saying it too, Mark. I really do. Okay, secular. No, she's talking about Bright. Where did she say it was called? Brightmore? Oh wait, what was it called again? Some kind of a area. Yeah, Brightmore in Detroit. She's talking about webs from spiders. Let me go back up here. Oh, really, I didn't know that. Yeah, could you imagine if you turned on your lights to look in the mirror or whatever, turn on the light and looked in the mirror and there was a freaking big old spider, right? Like, right on your face. Oh my God. Could you imagine that? Oh my God. Oh my God. I would die. That that would barely kill me. I mean, that would just be like heart attack city for me. I really would. Oh, now you got me looking around. Spiders. Why? Why? Why did you have to fucking mention spiders? Oh my God, please. Are you scared there? Throwback? No. Catherine was born in Detroit too. Maybe you guys know each other. Maybe you guys were babies next to each other in the in the baby unit. I can't think of, oh, the maternity ward. That's what it is. The maternity ward in the baby nursery. Mm-mm. Yeah. Yeah. Same with the spiders, man. I'm starting to get creeped out by spiders. Oh. How's the weather in Switzerland right now, Maria? Catherine was throwback. Oh my God, this phone is fucking hot again. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Oh yeah, you're behind a couple of hours here. Huh? I mean, it's secular. How come you're not mentioning? How come you're not mentioning about that video where they mention you? Not if you had a heart attack. If you saw a ghost, then they would be getting hurt by a ghost. I already did that. She said they left when they were young. I'd love to go to Switzerland. I think that is where I would like to go the most. Switzerland. It seems very clean there to me. Clean, and are the people, I mean, you're very nice. Are the other people nice there? I mean, you seem very nice. Do they like Americans? What do they eat in Switzerland? We know Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese. Do they really eat Swiss cheese though in Switzerland? Because I always hear like even, Chinese people don't eat Chinese food. Oh, come on, Tucker, don't start just because you know I'm live. Come on. Don't do it. Don't do it, Tucker, don't. Oh, really? My daughter went to Italy. Yeah, I always wanted to go on that. Is it the Matterhorn? No, what is that thing that, that goes to all the, it's like a gondola kind of, and it goes up, 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 of course, right? Of course. They said that about Poltergeist. How does Swiss cheese get the holes in it? How does Swiss cheese get the holes in it? No, come on, Tucker, please, please, don't do this every time I go live. Please, please, Tucker. I would love to go to Michigan too. You know that? Because all those lakes, I mean, oh my God, I think that's fantastic. All those lakes. What do you mean gas? I really want to know how they get holes in the Swiss cheese. Not kidding. I'm not kidding. No, I know, but Swiss cheese, not all the cheeses in Switzerland, but specifically Swiss cheese, is caused by gas bubbles. Ah, really? Huh. I like Swiss cheese too. I even like gorgonzola cheese. I like gorgonzola garlic bread. Swiss Miss in Coco. Yodel-hee-ho. Do you yodel? Did you guys know I could yodel? Just that way. Yodel-hee-ho. Remember the movie Heidi? She was from Switzerland, you know. Did you? Linda Blair is super hot. You do know how to yodel? Okay, Catherine. Nice that you're still listening. Everybody can write whatever they want about Catherine for a few minutes. Oh, sir, just kidding. Catherine touched me up the other day. I was on the phone with her. She's funny. So, what do they eat in Switzerland? What is like their national dish? The meatloaf? Meatloaf. Lasagna? Come on, Tucker, please. Please, Tucker, please. Please, go sit down. Thank you. Thank you. No, don't you fucking do that to him and make him move. He is sitting down and being good. Oh, I can see what they write. Okay. Pizza. Oh, Toblerone. I used to get that in England, Toblerone. Did you watch where she says that I should die? From all you heard was what I did bad to you. I didn't kick you to the curb. Wiener schnitzel. What's that? I like that. Schnitzel is what? How did you tell her to be nice to me? Her comment section is turned off. I do like German food. I know it's not, but I like that. You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I eat a lot. Wiener Schnitzel is veal. I knew Schnitzel is veal, right? And they pound it, and it doesn't have like butter on it and stuff. I had it one time, I think. I like veal. I'm sorry, I just do. And I like lamb because I'm evil like that. EST. Mmm. I love corned beef. Well, wouldn't that just be corned beef and cabbage? Well, that sounds damn good. You're gonna yodel for us, secular? Really? Are you gonna yodel? Drop a link. Does that mean you want me to poop? Oh, I'm just kidding. I know what it means. Schnitzel can be pork too. Yes, yes. That's what I thought as well. So isn't it just like the topping that makes it schnitzel? Schnitzel. He can have a link. Only if he's gonna fucking yodel though. Better be good. I'll drop the link because you know why? Because somebody said the other day how handsome you are. So for them, drop the link so you can show your pretty face. Okay, secular. Mm. As a matter of fact, that'd be wonderful. You come on up. That way she can see how not kicked to the curb you are. Come on, Pepper, please. Oh, you've got my live stream playing. Oh, look it. There he is.
Hello.
Hey, Catherine, if you're not looking, look, there he is. Hey, Catherine.
Peace. I come in peace.
Yeah,
I don't come in
I know.
mischievousness. I come in peace.
See,
Hold
does
on.
he look like he's kicked to the curb? No, not to me. You look
Un-
nice. You look like you got a
unblock.
haircut. You look good.
Thank you. Unblock my secular human one. I didn't do nothing.
Wow, I'm just saying. Oh, the beard guy.
All this talk about food is making me hungry for German food.
Did
You ever
you
had
did you
German
see him,
food?
Catherine? Did you get to see him? Flip your screen again. Flip your cam again for Catherine. There you say, hi, Catherine. You're supposed to be
Hi,
saying hi
Kathy. How are you?
to chat.
Hi,
Hey, looks
Catherine.
good. Looks good, doesn't he? Yeah.
So there's a
Hell
German
yeah, she
restaurant over
says.
here.
Hell yeah.
They do German sing-alongs. They do
Who does?
the sing-alongs, with the yodelay, yodelay, yodel. Hold on.
Yeah, work on it. Work.
I just said that so I could get up here. I use that as an excuse.
You don't really know how to yodel,
Hold on.
but I believe you.
Yodelay, yeah, hee hoo. No, I
Oh, I
can't.
like how you do that little like puberty sound in your voice. You like Peter Brady.
Yeah, I
Pretty good.
remember that. That was a classic.
Yeah, it was.
That
That one
was
and when he got hit in the face with the football.
yeah,
Marsha, Marsha, Marsha.
that was our era.
Yeah.
That was
Yep. I
good.
remember that.
Station wagons and bell bottoms, wide collared shirts,
Wide collar.
wide collar shirts. Remember them? Corduroy pants, earth shoes.
I do remember corduroys. Do they even sell corduroys anymore?
Oh yeah, they sell everything now. You can get anything. All you got to do is a Google search. You
Yeah,
can get corduroy pants.
he
I might
don't
be getting a
yodel.
job with a department store. Actually, I'm
You
putting.
did, or you're gonna be?
I'm going to be.
Huh? Hey, why don't you try to be a model for like mature men?
Why don't you be a model
We're not talking about me.
for mature Jewesses?
Why don't I do my hair like Liberace and have a bedazzled cape with SG on the back, and I could play a little couple of ditties for you guys.
You look cute with short hair. I like your hair short. You look good.
Convertibles were hot then. I have a convertible. Did you guys see me crying about it the other night? Sure.
Yeah, yeah. Those videos you put up at that wedding. Whose wedding was that?
My nieces.
That was really nice. You guys look like you're having a good time.
Isn't she pretty?
Yeah, she is very pretty. You were all pretty. Did you put money in a card? How much money did you give her?
That's none of your business.
You put at least 100 in, I hope. A lot of people
That's
are
none.
cheap at weddings. You're supposed to put money in a card.
Of course we did.
Good. That's good.
For some reason, she had like these Jenga squares, those wooden squares that for people to sign. I don't know if they play Jenga or something. And
Okay.
then that was like a different thing. I'd never seen that before. And the person who did the wedding was the DJ. You know, the
Mhm.
guy, the minister.
Right. Okay.
So that's pretty good gig, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, be the freaking get yourself ordained, and you could be the DJ too and perform the ceremony.
Right.
Mhm.
It's good hustle.
Yeah, it is. It was good. There was a lot of I'm just, like that's pretty good that she's found a good guy and stuff. He seems very nice. My sister was up from, where she lives, and my other niece, her twin sister, came and brought her little girl who was a flower girl. She was cute.
Oh, yeah, I bet that's cute. She's cute.
Uh-huh. Oh, look, Mark Kropka's here.
Mark.
Hi,
Hi.
Hey, what's up, Mark? How are you, sir?
I'm okay. How's it going?
Good, thank
Can you
you.
hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I'll change the layout. Like follows like this.
I'm okay. How's it going?
Good to see you, brother. Thanks for the music. You're a music man.
I try. I am a hack, but I do my best.
I got to get back
I'd
over
like
to
to
your
get one of
channel
those
and
keyboards.
binge watch. I haven't had a chance really. I've just because there's so many channels and so many videos. I try to sit over my coffee, my morning coffee, and watch everybody's stuff. But
I do the same thing.
yeah,
It's hard to watch everyone, so isn't it? It's
I at
like,
It
least
is.
browse. I at least browse through them. But
yeah, and give thumbs up. It's always good to give thumbs up.
yeah, I think, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I think we got a nice little community going. I think we were all attracted, to the Chosen One channel because we all either have an interest in the street life or have histories with having a tortured mind or drug abuse or depression or whatever.
Um,
Or all of
I
the above.
actually found him. I found him because I was looking for, like the cities,
Right,
that were going, like
yeah,
whatever. And he was doing his Detroit where he
right.
would
Well,
drive
I'm not,
around.
right. Well, I'm not saying you guys are weird or abnormal, but I know I am, but I embrace it. But I think we all came together for a reason. It's cool.
I'm addicted to singing.
Yeah. A lot of us have
We know.
addictive personalities.
We know. Mark says we know.
Yeah.
I
You're
can't
a good
help
singer.
it.
We like your singing, SG.
Yeah, you are. You really enjoy doing it. I can tell you enjoy karaoke. You're the life of the party.
Oh,
She
thank
knows
you.
every TV show that ever was created,
Yeah.
and she knows every song that was ever on AM radio.
AM radio. That's what my mother used to have was AM radio. When I first got my first car, it was a AM FM converter that I had in there. I had a 72 Chevelle. What was your first car?
Mine was a 1972 Ford Econoline van. I
Wow.
got it when I was 15.
74 Nova here. Did you
Oh,
guys have an
yeah.
8-track player? Remember the 8 tracks?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
Those
they
big
would cut
200.
off in the middle of the song.
I had to do surgery on the 8 tracks all the time.
Yeah. Now you can stick your phone into a socket and get whatever, get a
That's
playlist.
right.
I
Whole different
know. I
ballgame
can't
now.
imagine. It seems like even movie stars and musicians, I can't see that they're. Oh, he had a 73 Nova as well, Ebert
Yeah.
Grady. It seems like that I can't see how they could be making the same money that they used to because, of the way things are with, you don't have to buy their album anymore to play it. You could play the stuff on YouTube and the movies. It just seems like I don't think I've seen a good new movie lately in a long time.
Do you go to movie theaters, SG?
No,
You watch everything, stream everything on computer?
I watch the free movies on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Do you ever go to the streaming sites and stream new movies?
Do you have to pay for it?
Nope.
No?
I watch I watch all the new movies from these sites. There's quite a few of them. Solar Movies is one. Yes Movies is another one. And
That's
you go
right.
on.
Yeah, you can get all the new releases at home now. But
Yeah,
you know those
Really?
a lot of these movie theaters now have reclining chairs. They have like these really comfortable leather chairs, and you
that's
can order
right.
your food and have a pizza delivered from the front
That, that's
They
right.
serve
on your
drinks.
phone.
They serve alcohol too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
We had a
Uh,
really nice independent film theater in Royal Oak, close to where I live, the Main Art Theater. It's closing down. Remember those have you guys ever been to an independent film theater?
no, but I do like independent films.
Yeah, so do I. There's an independent film channel. Those are the best movies, the indies.
They
Low
are.
budget indies.
Yeah,
They really
There
they're
are.
used to
really
be a
good.
series called Something Weird Video. I used to collect the DVDs. They'd have all these like high school scare films, the cult classics like Cocaine Fiends from the 1930s, Ghetto Freaks, Alice in Acid all these really low budget movies from like the 50s, and a lot of the French and Italian movies from the 50s and 60s are really good. They're very well written. The cinematography is nice.
Some of those independent films get some really top-notch actors in there too.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. I think that's the only time they can really do what they want with their, their acting. Like it's not dominated by the studios.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a good
So
one. It was called Small Apartments. It was good.
A
so
Clockwork Orange.
my doctor says to me, "So what's the problem, Mark?" And I tell him, "Well, every day I go poop at 8." And the doctor says, "That's not much of a problem, Mark. That's probably a good thing." And then I told him, "Well, I don't get up till 9."
Remind me never to sleep in your bed with you, or at least I'll set the alarm for 7:30.
You guys had a colonoscopy yet?
I
No,
I'm going for
not yet.
my first one.
You've been
never
already?
done it.
I'm going to on the 11th.
You'll
I
be going into the fart room, I hear, afterwards.
yeah,
What do you mean?
something.
There's a fart room?
Yes, there's a fart room. It's
Get
a
out of
room.
town.
My girlfriend had it done. She had to go because she had a hemorrhoid. She had to get removed, and they do it at the same time.
I had
And
it.
it's a breeze. There's nothing to it. It's a breeze.
I have a few hemorrhoids, but they're on YouTube.
Yeah, that's right.
I sure do. So where did you like study music, Mark?
Yeah, all my life pretty well.
Yeah.
You
We had
played
a
piano.
piano when I was a kid, and I started playing it when I was like 3. And then I went on. I started taking lessons when I was 6. Then I went on to play cello for 5 years, saxophone for 6 years, and then I haven't really picked up a sax or a cello for years. But I took up the piano again about. I always played in bands all my life, but I took a
Yep.
break for about 15 years, and then I picked it up again, and I've been going at it with a vengeance lately. I'm retired now, so I do what I want pretty well. So I play a lot of days. I'll play for 4 or 5 hours in a row, 5 6 hours in a row.
Why don't you ever go live and just do a live stream where people can request music and stuff?
I might try that. I know a lot of songs. I would take requests. I might
Yeah.
try that. Who knows?
Can you read
Yeah, I have a
music?
friend Joe who used
Mark,
to do that.
Mark, can you read music?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, my friend Joe used to do that. People would really like it. It was on Facebook during the COVID, when they would have they were letting people play all kinds of music without any kind of, copyright restrictions. Now, do you get that copyright restrictions if you're, playing something that, you know what I mean? Like a popular
Yes.
song?
I get a little thing on my on. I don't know really know how to read it, but when you go into the your channel, I get a little thing that says a copyright claim on some
Oh,
of the covers I do. Is that a bad thing?
no, I guess it means you can't monetize that particular video.
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe
that's
you
what
were
it means.
monetized. Are you monetized?
No.
No. Well, whenever you feel, like if anybody out there wants to drop Secular's link, and they can drop any mods can drop people's links, because I like to promote other people's channels.
For sure.
I think it's important to support your fellow YouTubers, because with that whole option of being able to click on people's avatars in live streams, like you start having a good chat with somebody in a live stream and you want to go and check out their channel, you can't go to it anymore and just,
No, that's
subscribe.
right. Before
Yeah,
you could.
yeah. It's like they did that on purpose to make it harder for subscribers.
Yeah.
Seems that way. When your channel is, they're going to expect their cuts. Yeah, but those videos I don't think get monetized, Rachel. Because I had a live stream last night. I don't know if anybody caught it, but the first time that Sharon and Bobbles were ever on, I believe, first time that Nacho and Sharon, Tiffany and Sharon were ever on a panel together as well.
I saw that. I saw that
Really?
this morning.
I
Yep,
want to see
Amazing.
that. When was it? It's on
it was
your.
last night.
It was
Was
last night.
Sharon and Bobbles together on the same panel?
Yeah,
Yep. And Nacho
Really?
Mama
yep, and Tiffany. Yeah,
and SG.
uh,
Sharon and Bobbles were on the same panel?
yeah.
Yeah, they were talking and being cordial.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Okay, well that's
it was
good.
good to see.
I wish I'd have known that was going to happen before I went live. I would have named it that. You know,
I would
Can't
have
you
thought,
change the name?
yeah,
I did change the name.
I would have thought there would have been an explosion, but that's good.
Yeah,
No,
really.
they've been talking for a bit. They're friends.
I kind of knew that would happen eventually.
Yeah, yeah, they are. I mean, we're all good people, really. At the end of the day, when you think about it,
Right.
just some people have a little harder time than others.
Yeah, we're all,
Like,
we're like any other group of primates. We're going to have our squabbles.
some people are a little more evil than others.
Yeah.
Yes, the lovely ladies of YouTube on SG's channel live. Yes, yes, it was.
We
I
get
called it
mad.
Black Cats and Voodoo Dolls.
Yeah, we block and we unsubscribe, then we unblock and resubscribe. We troll.
At
And
least you being up here, Secular, goes to show I didn't kick you to the curb. Right?
I
That's
didn't do
hard.
nothing. I didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
behave. It's all in good fun. I guess I don't take YouTube as serious as other people do. I don't even
Well,
care if I get monetized or anything. I just do it for fun. I make videos for fun. If people like them, if they don't, I don't censor people as much as other YouTubers do. I got it. People go on my chat thing and insult me and stuff and say what they think. I don't block anybody I don't.
I've been reading your comments, Secular, and I noticed that people can say what they want pretty well, and you pretty well rolls right off of you.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. Free speech and expression are sacred values.
Yes.
I don't take it personal. You got to be thick-skinned and strong-minded.
I hear what you're saying, though, but I do think that there comes a time when it's gone a little overboard.
Okay. Okay.
Not with you. I'm talking about other people,
Right.
Yeah. Unless
I've got mad at a couple of people on here a little bit, but I like everybody. I don't have any. We're like a family, we're going to have our things.
Yeah, I guess. But sometimes when people don't even know each other and they're not in that community, they really should just keep their nastiness to themselves.
Oh, are you talking about Tasha Harris?
Yeah.
What a bitch. I can't believe her, man. I really can't believe her.
What Survivor? What'd you say? What Tracy?
Sharon did a parody of her.
Yeah, I seen that. You did too. You guys do good accents. You do good parodies.
No, but Sharon did it better. She had all her makeup lined out and stuff and filmed her makeup. It was pretty good. Did you see it, Mark?
Yeah, I did. She did a right up perfect impression.
Perfect impression. Yeah, her accent was great in that.
It was.
My friend $10 Tommy noticed something. He said the women tend to beef more than the guys do.
It's true.
Yeah, the women get vicious, man. They're
Hostile.
they're catty.
Not me.
No,
Oh
not
no,
you.
not you, not you, not you're not
Of course
catty
not
at all.
you. No.
Do you mean Tasha Harris's throwback or Sharon's? Sharon's a nice person too.
Yeah.
You know, there is a lot.
She's all
Tiffany
right.
is a nice person. You know, like I don't know if you guys caught that. She was using graphs to talk about the drama on YouTube. She was pretty funny the way she was doing it with a magic marker, and it was all. It was just.
Yeah.
It was funny. She's a funny
Sharon,
girl.
Sharon is actually very talented, and she has her personality and her videos are they're well. She does them very well. They're well. I don't know how to the word the correct.
She seemed very nice. Like I think
Yeah.
I in real life I would really like, the people that I like. I think all of
Right.
us, if we got together at like a convention or something and
Yeah.
all booked rooms at a hotel somewhere and all met, I think
That
that
would
would
be
be fun.
interesting. That would be.
Imagine.
Imagine that.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Ollie and Tiffany in the same room. Me and
I'm
Debbie in
locking
the same
my
room.
door.
Tom Reed could be the guy that.
I wasn't thinking about that the other I was thinking like, the people that get along, not the people that
Right.
don't get along. Because Bob was, I go last night. I said, "Could you imagine if we all were having a few drinks together? I think we'd get along." And Bob goes, "I don't know if we would if we were drinking." She said,
Right.
one wrong word and it would be a rumble,
Yeah.
which it could be. Could you
I don't think
imagine?
so, though.
And I said, secular would be there going, "Go on, get it, do it, do it."
No, I'd be trying to
And
stop
that's what
it.
I No, you would not. You'd be throwing oil on us. You would. You'd be like, "Ladies, here's your bikinis.
Yeah.
Here's your bikinis." I'd be like, "No, you put it on, secular."
I
Next
live
thing
not
he's
too
coming
far.
out in a freaking
Yeah.
a pink
I live
bikini.
close to too close to Michigan Made and Debbie. I thought I was going to meet Debbie, but she's so fickle. And there's a cool guy named $10 Tommy. I know his real name. Me and him talk a lot. Me and him will
Yep.
probably meet eventually. He's part of the community. He's got a little channel going now. Me and him have a lot in
Really?
common. Yeah, me and him have a lot in common, so.
Yeah, I've heard of
I didn't
$10
know that
Tommy
there was
before.
Yeah.
I didn't know that $10 Tommy had a channel. I
Yeah,
thought
he's
that
got
was just somebody making fun of Tom Reed. Yeah.
Yeah, but me and him are.
Tommy D is nice too. He's a nice person.
Yeah, I get that impression. I'm not really part of his community, or I know he's been on Sharon's live a few times, and he's kind of in a different set or different community, but so he's sort of in this community, the chosen one circle community as well, a little bit. He's been on, I think, on
Yeah.
Bobbles and Sharon's lives.
Who are you talking about?
Tommy D.
Oh, Tommy D, yeah. Yeah, he was live tonight.
Yes, I meant to stop in.
No,
I
Tommy
caught
D
of the
from-
end of the
Are you talking
Mafia
about
one.
Tommy D from Kensington or the other?
Tommy D
Talking
from
with
Kensington.
Tommy D.
Yeah. Who was the other guy that got into it with Bobbles and he was your friend? He does the UFOs. What was his name again?
Oh,
Highway.
please, let's not talk about it.
Okay, forget it.
Highway
All right,
Tom.
I'm not trying to be naughty. I'm just
Tommy Highway.
yeah. Okay.
What a dork.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't even realize that's what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. Oh, you just unsubscribed to Chosen One? That's funny. No, he was talking about Tommy Highway. He's nice though, but he did act up a bit the other night.
Yeah, he is
Um,
cool, Lulu.
maybe he'd had a drink or something. Yes, Rachel, we had been talking about a convention. That's when we were back on Tom Reed's channel. But he'd probably just call us all losers and failures when we got there.
Who chosen one?
Yeah, yeah. That would be his speech. He gets up there. Hey, what's up, you losers and failures?
That's funny. How he flips on everybody.
Yeah, he does. Everybody's a loser and a failure.
I
And
don't
I used
take
to
it
like him so
personal, but you
much.
know what? But you know what? I met him in person a couple times. I've talked to him on the phone. I think
Yeah.
he's not a bad guy. He's just he's unstable and he's very sensitive. For a big guy, he's very sensitive, but I think it's funny how he does that. He always
Oh,
flips out.
I saw some video that Debbie had put up that some girl that he interviewed said, "Stay off the grease."
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. At the end of her interview, I saw that.
Yeah. What are they meaning by that? Like
She was
stop
looking at
eating
his
greasy
gut.
food? Oh, I didn't know she meant like some kind of drugs called grease or like,
Well, she said
grease.
grease monkey.
She
Stay
said
off the
that?
grease monkey. That's what she said to him. But she was
What does
looking at
that
his
mean?
gut.
Ah, wow.
So I don't know.
Yeah, she says I didn't get that either. Please explain. Because I wasn't sure either, like what she meant. Like, does that mean she was like throwing him under the bus for using drugs or something
What?
strange? Very strange. Yeah, Bobbles though, I like the way she's been going on a different has somebody got my live stream playing in the background?
I don't think I do.
Please,
I don't. I shouldn't.
please. I don't know. Please, post it down.
Okay, hold on.
It's you. It's got to be you. I'm not even talking, and I can still.
You still hear it? Shit, hold on.
No, don't you. Yes, yes, I do still hear it. Maybe a greasy $10 bill. Maybe he handed her a greasy $10 bill. That's funny. That's funny as hell. Okay. So, what's your favorite thing to sing?
I have a
You're
new one that
growing
I'd like.
hot. Toblerone. Why is somebody playing the live stream in the background?
I keep
think-
trying. Hold on. How's that?
It's better secular.
Okay, good. I just clicked off the tab. I think you can either just pause it or just click it off.
As Jean,
I just
my
paused
beautiful
mine.
other wife. Aw, thank you, Mr. Bobbles. Aw. What is your favorite music to sing, Mark?
I just did some John Lennon cover and I really enjoyed doing it. It was a lot of fun. Watching the wheels go round and round. You ever heard that song by John Lennon?
Yeah, that was from 1980, I think.
Was it really?
Yeah, 81, 1980, 81. He did a couple of solo albums before he got shot.
Yeah. He got shot in 81, wasn't it?
Yes, 1980, I think.
80?
Yeah.
That's so weird that he got shot, huh?
Yeah. Imagine what a Beatles reunion would have been like. I wonder what the set list would have been like.
Would have been unreal.
I watched or not watched but I read something on where the original person that they had for their drummer when he had dropped out of being
Pete
in
Best,
the Beatles.
I think his name was.
Huh?
I think his name was Pete Best.
Yeah, you imagine he must have been so mad about that.
Why, being the Beatle that didn't make it?
Yeah, like, dropping out of it. Like, how movie stars sometimes I can still hear my live stream secular. Is it coming from
Shit.
you?
You sure it's me?
I don't know. Mute yourself and let's see. All right, now I'm talking and I can I still hear it? A little bit. Is it you, Mark?
No, I got everything off. I'm fine.
Secular still there?
I'll just drop off. I'll just type in the chat.
Don't do
Okay.
that.
Huh?
Don't go.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that. But
I go, okay, and you go, don't go. Way to make me look horrible. But I don't hear it much now. I don't hear it much now. Babo says it's secular. Pizza. What I heard time was I told someone chosen one means there is no Christ. He said it creepy like. Really? I didn't ever heard that.
Bobble
Treated.
sure blocked you pretty quick last night, eh, Secular? Man,
who was
did
I
you?
on there? I
You
can't
were
remember.
on for like a second, I think, and she blocked you right off right away.
You were native something or whatever that was.
Yeah.
What's that
I
one that
forget what you were.
Savage Native or something.
Savage
Yeah.
Native? Yeah. How many freaking accounts do you have?
I don't know. I deleted a bunch of them. I just wanted to get back to you. I wanted to get back to my Survivor girl.
Ah, that's sweet. So how do you make pizza? How does that have to do with feeding turtles? Lucas said he has a job feeding turtles. I got a job making turtle food. What do I really mean?
You made missiles. What, did you work for Lockheed Martin? Do we make weapons here at all? Do we manufacture them here at least, don't we? In America?
I knew the people who created the Ninja Turtles. Kevin Eastman. I always kick myself for that. Like, why would I not hold on to? They would he would always draw these sketches. There was like three of them. And they would come into a bar I worked at and they would, on like any paper plates or napkins or anything, they would draw the Ninja Turtles and sign
Who
them.
who would?
The
The
people who
comic?
created the Ninja Turtles.
I had a bunch of
Oh,
their comic books. I had a comic book, the first issue from 1986. It's worth $17,000 now. I think I gave that one to my son. I hope he still has it. But I collect comic books, so
Don't you feel like kicking yourself when you see
no, I
like a
don't.
toy that you had when you were young and maybe
Well,
you opened it and played with it and now you see unopened it's worth like thousands,
not
you
really,
know?
because I have a passion for comic books. I don't care. Like sometimes I'll sell them on eBay at a big loss because I need to make a few bucks or I want to downsize. It's just I'm into it for the hobby. I'm not into it for money. I don't care if whether sometimes I make money on them, sometimes I don't. But
you
I
know what
like the
comic?
hobby. I enjoy comic books. It doesn't have monetary value.
I got into that Walking Dead comic. I got about 100 of them.
That's a good one, and it's a very valuable series if you have like issues 1 through 50, I think.
I have something like around the 20s, starting in the 20s, up to 121 or 130.
Yeah, some up in the 20s are worth a lot now too, but that's a very good series. Very
It
good.
is. It was great to read. It was really interesting. It was a lot of fun. I was
Yep.
watching the show at the same time.
Yeah, a lot of the writing is good in comic books. They're geared towards a mature audience. The art and the
Definitely,
writing.
Really?
definitely.
Mr.
A lot of
Baba said
gore.
he sold an unopened Death of Superman comic that sold for 10,000.
Wow.
Wow. I had the first edition of Gone with the Secular. Mute yourself for a second.
Okay. You know what? I'll try. I'll do it one more time and then I'll just pop off.
All right. So see, I don't hear myself anymore. So it's got to be coming from Secular. But I used to have an original edition of Gone with the Wind signed by Margaret, Margaret Mitchell.
Yeah.
My
Wow.
cat fucking tore it. Not the cats that I have now, but when I was younger,
Oh wow, what a
shredded.
bummer.
Yep, shredded it. It's worth about 10,000 now. Oh my god! I
Wow.
just like, and
So
when you think about those things that you had, and you're like, oh my god.
I know over the years, if only we kept them.
Yep, yep. I used to collect coins. I used to read Mad Magazine all the time. That's
I
what I used
read
to.
Mad. Why were what me worry?
You can
Alfred E. Neuman?
unmute yourself, secular, if you want.
Spy
Or you
versus
don't.
Spy.
Yeah,
Don
yeah.
Martin.
Yeah,
I like them.
yeah. And they always used to make the women in the a scary doll in the box in your basement. Bobbles wants it.
A lot of the Mad magazines from like the early '70s were like really politically incorrect. Those are the
Definitely.
yeah, they were the really
Look
good
at
ones.
Maud, the show Maud. Oh my God, some of the things she used to say.
And then there's Maud. I remember that one.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, right. Beatrice Arthur? B
Yeah, B.
Arthur.
Arthur. I'm telling you right now, yeah, Maria, Bobbles would be interested in that doll. Haven't you seen any of her? Well, I don't know if it's like if it's possessed, but
Hey, listen, you
if
guys,
she,
I got to get up, and I'm working a lot these days, and in the process of finding a new job, so I got to cut loose here. And it's nice seeing you again, Mark.
all
It's
right,
Yeah,
always
but
likewise. Good
secular,
luck with
send
that,
out a
secular.
message to Tasha Harris about
I'll go over there and scold her. I'll tell her. I'll make a video.
can't. Her comments are not.
Yeah, lay off Survivor Girl 2019. You motherfucker, leave her alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell her. I'm Black Secular Human One. I'm Black man.
All
Sweet
right.
dreams, Survivor Girl. Have a good night,
All
Mark.
right.
See
Bye
you,
Good
bye.
night,
Papa.
secular. Yeah, I used
What
to
do you want
love
to talk
Mad
about?
Magazine. Huh?
What do you want? Did you ever see Mad TV?
Yes, I used to love Mad TV
That was a
with
good show, eh?
Stewart, and he'd go, "Look what I could do! Look what I could do!"
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I can hear it echo a little bit there, but I don't know. Maybe I was blaming secular. Yeah, and he would. I know. I noticed that too. Hey, must get Bobbles to see the doll. Throw the doll away or ship it to Bobbles with some holy water. She likes all those dolls.
I know.
I don't. They're creepy. I think they're even creepy with how they look behind her, even.
I think that's decent. I like the look of them.
The ones behind her?
Yeah. Yeah, I like those
Seriously, I
creepy
think they're gonna
dolls.
move. They're gonna move.
I got a neat one. Oh, nah, never mind.
What is it? You got a what one?
I got a little creepy doll that hangs by a noose.
Oh, Jesus, really?
Yeah.
I don't know where any of my dolls are. I used to have a what were they called? Madam Alexander doll. Those were like collectibles. The creepier, the better, Mr. Babo says.
Definitely.
I don't know, man. If you ever woke up and one of them were fucking standing over you, that'd be scary.
Can't scare me. I seek to be scared, but I can't get scared. I can't watch. There's no movie that's scary enough that gets me. There's just nothing that's scary enough.
Really?
Yeah.
No movie ever in your life, even when you were a kid, like scared you the most?
Never.
Never.
Exorcist included. No, Tales from the Crypt. None of them ever. Oh,
When I
I
was
find them
little, I
all a
saw
little
a
corny.
movie. I saw a movie, it could have been maybe because I was little, but it stuck in my head for a long time was Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. And it had Timothy
Oh,
Hunt's father. Do you remember that?
yeah, I do.
With those little troll things?
Yeah, I'm trying to
They were
remember
like
now.
little, little, things, and they dragged her into the heating vent. And they dragged her into the heating vent. And they, and they dragged her into the heating vent. And they, 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 and they,
Right. Yeah, it's starting to come back to me now.
Yep, it was a movie of the week. And remember, Let's Scare Jessica to Death with that one that was with oh geez, oh Silence of the Lambs scared you.
That was a good movie. I enjoyed that.
Jeepers Creepers kind of scared me. The first one.
No, that wasn't that bad.
I thought it was kind of scary. And then also there was a movie called oh Jaws. Remember that? Yeah. I'll tell you when I first saw the um Halloween, the very first Halloween, I had to sleep with my mother for 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
2 weeks.
For 2 weeks I had to sleep with my mother. She was pissed. She didn't know that I had gone to see it. The lady across the street brought me and my neighbor Ronnie, and we were both like 9 and 10. And she said we were at the movie theater, and she said, "Do you guys want to see Halloween?" And because we were saying, "Oh, Halloween, Halloween," and she said, "Do you want to see that?" And we were like, "Okay." She said, "Well, don't tell your mothers." She was like 21, so she, you know,
Right.
and I could not. I mean, oh my God, we left halfway through.
You left halfway through it.
Yeah, I could barely get up how it sloped inside the movie theater, the aisle. Oh, hi, Amy. How about White Noise with Michael Keaton? That was one. That was a good movie too.
I missed that one.
I watch all the audio commentaries for movies. I'm a real big movie fan, and
Oh yeah.
Michael Keaton, he really turned me off in his audio commentary for that movie.
Why?
He was so conceited. All he
Oh,
kept saying was, "Oh, do you notice how I do this?" He just was. I didn't care for the way
self-centered.
he. Mhm. I'll tell you who I did like in the audio commentary was Michael Caine. He
Oh
was
yeah.
funny as hell, man. In real life, like when he was talking, oh my God, he was so funny.
Yeah.
He was, yeah,
Shmi, Michael Caine.
yeah, he was funny. He was talking about him and Roger Moore, our friends, and then there was another one, and they're friends with, in real life and they would go camping together and, get like a rent an RV with their wives and everything, and how they had gotten lost one time. And here's James Bond asking for directions because
Yeah, right.
he got lost. Funny. Grease is a good movie. They're talking about lay off the grease, and then they go, "Oh, Grease is a good one." I saw
I never
Grease.
saw Grease.
You never saw the movie Grease?
No.
Oh my God, I've seen it like 12 times. I mean, maybe even more by now.
So some of the music's nice. I don't mind the music to it, but I never got around to seeing that movie. That
Wow.
had that actor with John Travolta, the guy that had the sad ending that died, was in Taxi.
Oh yeah, Jeff Conaway.
Jeff Conaway, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe how he got, huh?
Did you ever see that show, Doctor Celebrity Rehab with Dr. Drew?
Yeah, he was in that.
Yeah, he was in that show. Yeah.
There was another actor that was in that show too. I can't remember his name. I remember.
Oh, what? Julia Roberts' brother.
No, it wasn't him. It
He
was.
was
Oh God,
he
I
was
can't.
there though.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
There was one though. He saw his dealer standing on the corner when they were going to like take him to rehab, and he jumped out of the car and he left.
Oh yeah, nice. Good
Yeah,
good start. Great way
yeah,
to start.
start rehab. Yeah, And wasn't Heidi Fleiss in that too? I wonder what
Yeah,
she
she
was
was.
doing lately.
Oh, I know which actor you're talking about. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
He was in the movie Red. It was called Red. It was about a dog.
oh.
If you look it up, and there's a movie about it's called Red.
Okay, I'll look it up.
Yeah, I can't remember the guy's name. That movie Red though was that was a good movie. If you ever saw it, they kill his
No, I never
dog.
saw that one.
Oh, they kill his dog. I think it was an independent film, and he like goes nuts. He's like so mad because the his wife who had died gave him the dog, and he was irate. He went and he got revenge. Did you find it?
I found the movie. It has Bruce Willis in it.
No, no.
That's red. It says. Oh, okay. Hold on.
There's a couple probably.
Yeah, it
This
must
one
be.
have like a dog or maybe or something. An older guy that looks like James Garner.
Looking, looking. I keep getting this Bruce Red, a movie Red with Bruce Willis, but
Let me
are
let me see if I can find it. Let's see. It was a great movie. I like those revenge movies.
do ya?
Yeah. Who doesn't like seeing people that have had injustices get revenge, you know?
I'm funny with movies. I isn't doesn't life have enough trauma to it that having to watch somebody else's trauma on a movie just sort of turn you off a little bit? I can't. I Some movies I can't watch if there's just I don't know how to describe it.
Um, some movies okay, this is it. It's Red with Tom Sizemore. That's the name of the
Tom
actor.
Sizemore, that's right.
Yeah, Tom
Yeah, he was
Sizemore.
on there. He
And
cleaned
he
himself
jumped out
up,
of the
and he's
huh?
doing well now.
Is he? Yeah, he jumped out of the car.
That
I
was
like the
him.
movie Practical Man. You should definitely check out that movie Red though, because I think it's a good one.
Okay, I will. I'll put it on my
Yeah,
list.
and you should watch Grease.
Yeah, maybe I'll get around to it.
Blue Velvet.
I
I
don't
never
know.
heard of Blue Velvet.
You never watched Blue Velvet?
No.
Oh, it's a good movie with our buddy um, Dennis Hopper.
I like
Really
Dennis
good.
Hopper.
Yeah, really good movie. He plays a real strange character, man.
Really?
Yeah,
What's it
he
about?
a strange character. I haven't seen. He was at law. I saw it in the '70s, so I can't remember the general premise of it right now. But I
Yeah.
just remember that he played a real out there guy.
I liked him in True Romance. Have you seen
Never
that?
saw it.
With Christian Slater? Oh, that was a great movie. It's Quentin Tarantino movie. What a great
Oh, okay.
movie.
I don't know. There's so many movies I've seen, but I forget the title. I'm bad for titles.
Me, I'm a big film buff.
You are.
I am. That's why my daughter was a film major.
Oh, is she?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's she do now?
She works at a music school.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah. She has a triple major graduate.
Good for her.
Yeah, she
How
did.
many
She
kids you
studied
got,
disability.
SG?
Huh?
How many kids you got?
One.
Just one, eh?
Yep, just the one. Do you have kids?
No, never got around to it. Always had
No?
a wild, busy lifestyle.
Uh-huh. Were you ever married?
No,
Mm,
never.
me neither. Would you ever
Single.
like
How
to
about
be? Not
you?
that huh?
How about you?
No, I was never married.
Right on.
I mean, I'm not against it. I think though, I think if I was ever to meet somebody, I'd rather have like like a ceremony, but not a wedding to put so much pressure on. I think that puts a lot of pressure on relationships.
Yeah, it can be, I suppose.
Yeah. I'm gonna just block Ona Dieta, cause yeah, yeah. What is Alabama about, Maria? What was that movie where Melanie Griffith goes around with her husband's head in a hat box? Is that Crazy in Alabama? That was a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever seen that one?
I'm thinking, it rings a bell.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
I had that guy from. I always like him from The Green Mile. Oh, The Sixth Sense. The Sixth Sense was good. Did you see
Yeah, that
that
was a
one?
good movie. Another
That's
good one.
definitely one that you got to watch a second time after you watch it the first time.
You know what my all-time most favorite movie is since I was a
What?
kid? The
What?
Great Escape with what's his name? Steve McQueen.
What's that about?
It's a true story about a prison break from a Nazi prisoner of war camp where they got 50 guys out or something like that.
Hi, Kelly Marie. Hi, Dank Williams. I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Good movie,
All
historically
right.
accurate to a point, and just a good action movie, full of action. Steve McQueen doing his own stunts.
I liked Steve McQueen. I liked him in The Getaway.
Yeah, that was a good movie. Bullet was
Yep.
another good movie.
I did. I think I saw him in one where he was blinking like Morse code for help, like he was a prisoner.
Yeah, yeah, that might have been The Great Escape.
Oh, really? Maybe I did see it then. Wrong Turn. Yeah, I couldn't really stomach that one either. That was a bad one. Dune. I never saw Dune. Steve McQueen is the manliest man any man could ever want to be. I'm trying to think of who I would think. I liked Charles Bronson.
Yeah, he was good. He
I
did
liked
a
his
lot of
Death
good
Wish.
movies.
He did. I liked his Death Wish movies. He always reminded me of the father from the Waltons, for some reason.
Really? I don't see
Yeah,
that.
I thought they looked alike. I
They're
wonder what
gonna
he was like in real life.
probably a lot like his character that he played, because he didn't. If you notice his movies, he didn't really change character that often. He was the same guy in all his movies. Tough guy.
Charles Bronson.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I don't like Sean Connery.
Don't you?
No. Mm-mm. He's into hitting women.
Yeah, I heard about that. They could use a good schlep every once in a while.
Oh my God, you did?
What?
That's the same. That's the same interview I saw.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, that's
I saw
exactly
that.
what he said.
I know.
Isn't that crazy?
Something to along the line. Every woman could use a good schlep every once in a while.
Yeah, exactly.
Snipes, Wesley Snipes.
Oh, Wesley Snipes. Yeah, I'm not big on him. I do
No,
like Denzel Washington though.
he's good. Or what's the guy from the um oh tip of my tongue again. Damn it. Um Oh, it'll come back to me in a minute.
I like Yul Brenner.
He was good.
I did
That's a
like
long
Yul.
time ago. A lot of
Yeah,
people won't remember him.
I do because I remember I missed my opportunity, my ship of fame. I missed it. I actually auditioned for The King and I, but I didn't know I was auditioning for The King and I when they did the revival on Broadway with Yul Brenner,
Oh
and
wow.
they really liked like the way I must have looked. I was like 6 years old, and they were willing to let me just sing Happy Birthday, which they didn't do that to any of the other kids that were auditioning. All the
Right
rest of
on.
them had to know the song that they had learned. But for me, they were like, well, just sing Happy Birthday for us. And I remember the girl next to me going, please, please, just sing it, do it, just sing Happy Birthday. Because she knew too that they hadn't done that with any of the little kids. And I wouldn't do it. My knees were knocking.
Oh,
Yep. If my
too
mother would have
nervous,
told
eh?
me what I was doing, if she would have, because she didn't tell me where I was going and what I was doing, I still couldn't figure it out when I was there, you know?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I loved The King and I. So if I would have known where I was going, I would have been, excited and probably would have done better. But I like Christopher Walken too. He's in that movie True Romance. He actually kills Dennis Hopper in it.
He's a really good actor, Christopher Walken, and can be play a real strange guy too.
He is a strange looking guy, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's a
Hmm.
funny looking guy. He's hilarious on Saturday Night Live when he shows up.
Really? I've never seen him on Saturday Night Live. I
Oh,
used to like
really?
Justin Timberlake on Saturday Night Live. The very first Saturday Night Live. Oh, bye, Kelly Marie.
Like Kelly Murray.
The very first Saturday Night Live I ever saw had Richard Pryor in it,
Right
and
on.
he was they were doing a skit of The Exorcist. You ever see that?
I'm thinking, no.
All right, well check it out, Kelly. Um, yeah, he was like he jumps on the bed and he's choking her and shit. So she's going, "Your mother stuck stocks in hell." Oh my god, it was funny. I can't believe my mother let me watch it, but I really did like Mad TV.
I
I
watched
did.
Saturday Night Live right from the beginning, eh? In the 70s. I remember
Yeah,
from the original crew of Belushi and Chevy Chase and all them. They
yeah.
used to have some
No,
great musical guests too. Like they had the best of the best on there.
they really like went downhill.
They did.
Are they still even on TV anymore?
Yeah, it's still on. You
Is
can
it
still get the
really?
episodes too. I
Wow.
don't have TV anymore. I don't use TV. I stream everything. I haven't had cable for years and years. Probably about 8 years now.
I haven't watched TV in a long time. Not in a long time. I just watch my phone.
Oh, really? I can't watch a little phone for some reason. I can't get into it.
I mostly like when I'm watching stuff, like I will watch movies on my phone sometimes, but a lot of times it's just me listening to, good night, Kelly, me listening to
Good night,
what's
Kelly.
going on, like the crime shows and documentaries. I like to watch a lot of
Yeah, I love
documentaries.
documentaries.
Oh, I watched one the other day about this girl with cystic fibrosis, and my God, it was sad. I
Yeah,
just couldn't, yeah, I couldn't
it's
believe that, it looked like it was all going to be great when was going in for the lung, transplant. And then whenever her mother started talking, instead of the girl, and said,
Right.
was saying everything seemed fine. They came out, they said the operation went great, and then she had a stroke. The girl
Bummer.
had a stroke and died.
Oh man, too bad.
Yeah, it was sad.
Too
She was
much for
21
her.
years,
How old was she?
21.
Wow. Not even
Beautiful,
just a baby.
beautiful girl.
Such a
Beautiful girl.
shame.
This. And I wondered, like, to myself, the people, she had done like a GoFundMe for this lung transplant because, of course, she couldn't work, but it would cost $50,000. But she ended up raising $267,000.
Oh wow.
And I felt real bad for the people who had donated because I wondered if they had felt, some kind of feeling like if they didn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Like if
Well,
maybe they hadn't donated, if she hadn't gotten a lung transplant. Like it just makes you wonder sometimes about, you know, God and stuff. Because it makes you wonder why would this girl and all the people who had donated, the way they may have felt a little guilty maybe, and the inspiration. She'd been, you know, this like charitable foundation for a long time. She had been running, and she was very inspiring. And I thought, like, I don't know, those are the things that make me question things.
yeah. I
What do you think about like God and religion and stuff?
I have a hard time. I was brought up Roman Catholic, right?
Night, Maria. Go ahead.
And nowadays I have a rough time believing.
I know. It's
I think that
sad.
I do believe in a superior being. I do think there's something out there, but I don't know. I don't buy into the Bibles, and especially the Old Testament, and or the
Did you
New
say just
Testament
the
for
Old
that matter.
Testament?
Pardon me.
What did you say about the Old Testament?
I don't really like. I know there's a lot of good teachings in there, and I know they're good books, and they mean that there's a lot of good lessons to be learned. But there's a hell of a lot of smiting, and God comes across as a cruel, vicious God, and He teaches
I
His people to fear Him, to to be in fear of your God. I don't know. It just rubs me the wrong way. All those teachings like that we have to be live in fear of Him, and or we
I think
won't go.
sometimes if more people did fear him, that they would be better people, you
Maybe.
know?
Yeah, I don't
Like
know.
maybe that was the point of to try to, have some kind of a fear because if they, if they
Restraint.
don't, yeah, maybe they would think, oh, well, what's going to happen to me if I don't act right? So maybe they should have some kind of a fear in them. But then sometimes I wonder if there isn't a real true battle between good and evil going on. And
Yeah, good and evil. I mean, devil and God. I don't. I mean, there is good and there is true evil in the world. There's people that are truly evil, but I don't think there's a devil down there that's orchestrating it. That's like puppeting it. I think it's just an individual acting the wrong way.
yes, yeah, I do. I think that too. It's sad that people uh, don't care more about people. I mean, I get it that everybody, like with this, I guess, and I really haven't haven't educated myself enough on this whole thing that's going on with the refugees or whatever that are trying to come.
What, the Haitians down in Texas?
Yeah,
Yeah, what a mess that is.
right. But I mean, like, it seems to me, how did they? I mean, how did they even get to? Aren't they on another continent?
No, they're down. Haiti is in Central America, is it not?
Is it?
Yeah.
Where the
You
hell
can.
is Central America? I mean, like, we got North and South America, and
Yeah,
then
and there's a group. There's a chunk of land that attaches North America to South America. It's an artery of land, and it's Central America. And there's, I think, I don't know how many countries are in there. There's a few countries, like Bolivia, Haiti. Um,
oh, he says no, Haiti is not Central.
oh, where is it, Dank?
Yeah, I'm interested to know that. I thought it was somewhere that is in like another country, like the like
I
somewhere.
thought for sure it was Central America.
My family is from Central America, Nicaragua. Yeah, I mean, I think that wasn't there like a lot of
Nicaragua, right?
the wasn't there like the Contra affair or something like that where there was a whole big the gorillas. Not, I don't mean gorillas, real gorillas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Here's the island with the Dominican Republic below Florida.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Excuse me. I knew that.
Right. So don't you
Right.
have to like fly there?
You would
You have to
think.
fly to the Dominican Republic, right?
Yeah, you're right.
So how did
I
they
gotta get.
how did they get to where they're how did all these Haitians during COVID be able to get on a plane and fly here?
We're gonna find out right now.
Yeah, that doesn't even make sense to me. The Caribbean Sea is located between the Caribbean Sea and the North Atlantic. Haiti occupies the western one-third of the island of Hispaniola. The Dominican Republic borders Haiti on the eastern side. Majority of the Haitians at the southern border left Haiti years ago after the earthquake. And then what did they do though? I mean, they just been hanging around. I mean, that doesn't even. They took boats from Mexico from Haiti. Mm. That seems like weird. How could the Coast Guard not see all these boats coming across?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm wondering too. I don't know. They did it. There's something like 12,000 of them there.
Yeah, I don't. The Clintons didn't destroy Haiti. An earthquake destroyed Haiti. And then that foundation, if that's what you're talking about, it was actually Bush and Clinton made that foundation. And if you'll notice, after they, started saying that money was missing, that suddenly so did Bush go missing from that whole debacle. You know?
You lost me there. I'm not sure where you're at.
Well, because somebody said the Clintons destroyed Haiti.
Oh,
Yeah, Bush was the fraudulent one about that foundation. Because if you notice, they took his name right off that after the money went missing. That's why I don't talk about politics, because not everybody is in agreement with politics. Just like the Cubans left Cuba for Miami. Yeah, but they didn't get a lot of them didn't get through. That's what I'm saying. So if Haiti is near Florida, why wouldn't they have taken the same route that the Cubans? You know what I mean? Why would they go all the way to Texas?
They knew that there was a hole in the wall.
It's so strange to me, the whole thing. What is it saying about it? Are you reading something about it?
I was, yeah, but I'm reading the chat. Crackhead was saying how they took the boats from Haiti to countries like Brazil and Ecuador, etc.
I don't see why they would do, yeah, why they would go that route instead of, you know. I'm gonna look and see too.
I'm
It
not
just
sure
sounds
what
odd.
you're asking, but I think you're wondering why they ended up in southern Texas. Why
Yeah,
I think because they did their research and they knew there was a breach and that they were able to cross freely. That would make sense, no?
I don't know. I'm gonna look this up right now because I really wasn't. It says expulsion of Haitian migrants from Texas continues. Haitian migrants being released into the U.S. on a very, very large scale. Uh, Images of border patrols. Okay, Biden's deportation of Haitian migrants uses. Oh, now I'm gonna end up. I'm gonna. Okay, so this is the New York Times. Can you still hear me? Yeah.
Lost you there
You
for a
there, Mark?
minute. Yeah, I'm here.
You got me
I
now?
lost.
Okay.
Yeah, you're back.
All right. Says the deportation of Haitian migrants is a stark example of how President Biden has deployed some of the most aggressive approaches to immigration put in place by former Trump. Straight from Trump's immigration playbook, rounded up desperate Haitian families for rapid deportation. 15,000 migrants, part of the to overrun the area, public health, and send people home. But where are they sending them to?
What, the Haitian immigrants?
Yeah.
They're busing them to different towns, aren't they?
Well, this sounds like they're trying to kick them out of the U.S.
Oh, I heard that. I thought I heard overheard Bobble saying they've been started busing them to different locales around the United States to disperse them.
Says U.S. and Mexico fly Haitian migrants away from border as pressure builds on Biden. On September 22nd, Mexico and the United States were on Wednesday preparing to fly more Haitian migrants away from the chaotic U.S. Mexico border camp to stop the expulsions of Haitians to their poor disaster hit homelands. U.S. authorities have deported more than 500 Haitians since Sunday from a camp housing on the U.S. side. Such deportation flights back to Haiti would continue. At the same time, Mexico has begun flying migrants away, sometimes sending some by bus towards its border with Guatemala. Investigation, rounding them up with whips. I don't believe it. I'm sorry. I gotta go. I gotta go out and come back in to get back in.
Do it. Too big. Oh, oh. It's not that rough being me.
Just saw they are not letting them go to the U.S. Um. Yes. Um. Cubans came to the U.S. 50 years ago before there was a lot of security coming to the U.S. President Moise was, I don't know who that is. When your third world president is killed, run for your life. Yeah, I don't understand. Like they were, I don't want to put down there. Eh, I'm not really understanding it all, to be quite honest with you. I thought they were saying that he was letting people come in.
I thought the same thing, but now I'm reading both.
Totally different, right? Sounds totally
Yeah.
different to me. So I have the tendency to believe that that seems to be kind of a strange story to me. I don't even know if those facts are all correct, all of them that's going on.
Yeah. Well,
None of that makes sense, does it?
no.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. Yeah. I mean, I'd like to know like what's going on. What happened to those other like they were talking about? Remember, they were all bitching about the I think it was Afghanistan and when he was pulling the troops out. So he said that he was going to have a bunch of Afghanistan refugees, but they were actually American people or something that were living, not American people. They were working for the American people or something for the government. So we were going to provide them security and send them over here. I mean, they were just bitching about that 2 weeks ago,
Right.
you know? Yeah. So I don't really understand all this. This is like, I don't trust the media anymore. Like,
Yeah. You
yeah,
gotta. You can't believe everything you read, and it's worse now. That's for sure.
it is. I remember years ago when I was a kid, there was credible news reporters, the same ones that you would see on the news all the time. They were credible news reporters
Right.
and everything they said had to be vetted. Like they would make sure that people were, saying truth, you know? And
Hmm.
now it just seems like that's not even
All the ethics went
necessary.
out the window.
Yeah, all of that credibility and integrity of reporters and everything just went out the window. Craziness to me. It really is.
Yeah,
I,
it's tough
uh,
these days. And
do
same with
you
the
vote?
internet. Did I vote?
Yeah, do you vote? No, not did you vote, but do you vote?
I do. Yes,
Yeah.
I do. I just did. We just had federal elections a couple of days ago on Monday
Oh,
here.
that's right. You're in Canada. You're in Canada. I forgot about that.
Don't forget. That's why I
Yes.
don't know much about your I know a little about your politics, but not that much.
Yeah. Mr. Baba says the majority of the mainstream media is propaganda these days. Yeah, it
It
is. I
truly is,
mean,
Mr. Bobbles.
it really is. It's a sad, sad thing when we can't even turn to the news to have, credible um, news.
Information.
Crazy.
No, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah. Craziness. So what happened? What happened in Canada with those elections?
Saying no difference whatsoever. Justin Trudeau, or the Prime Minister, called an election during COVID, which
Uh-huh.
costed a lot of money, and he was after a majority government. He thought he could get himself a majority government. Well, no, he didn't. He got the exact same minority government that he had before the election. So no change whatsoever. And $60 million or something like that went into paying for the election, and with no nothing to show for it. Just a waste of time.
So none of the seat was so it was like for certain seats in the government there, or was it for him, like against him?
What do you mean?
Like were they trying to vote out the person who was the head of the country, or were they trying to replace some of the people that were in the seat? like
The head
the
of
hell.
the person at the head, that was the prime minister. He's the head of the country, or
Yeah.
the top minister, anyways. He was trying to get a majority government, so he called an. I'm pretty sure this is how it went. He called an election to hoping he would get more votes, and he didn't. He got the same amount as he had roughly the same amount of seats in the House of Parliament as he had in the first place.
So it was just a waste of money, basically.
A big waste of time and money.
Yeah. It's a shame that we don't get to vote on where our money really goes, the taxpayers' money and everything. But at least you guys are lucky that you still have the national health care and everything.
Yeah, that's. I wouldn't go anywhere where it isn't there. I can't understand why they can't get it together in the states.
Because they're greedy.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
I thought
it's
so.
greed. It's greed. They don't care about if you look at the stock market and everything, most of the people who are the richest people in the world, they all own, you know, stocks in these companies, these insurance companies and these pharmaceutical companies and everything else, the
Right.
insurance companies, they all own stocks in it. So they would never ever think of, um, giving anything. That whole, it's crazy. I really think that the world would have been a better place had, and I hate to say this, okay, not the, I hate to say this because, I am an American citizen, but I am also dual citizenship. And I think that if British would have won the war back then, in the Revolutionary War, we would have been in a better spot.
Oh, that's so hard to say. How can you say that? Imagine it would have been a completely different world.
Because you guys are under the Queen, right? And you
Yeah,
have
we're.
national medical care. And it just seems like in Britain, when I lived there, they they took care of their people. There was, you know,
Yeah,
there was,
for sure. It's same with
yeah,
here too. All the provinces have individual health care, and the people are well looked after. I mean, you don't have to pay for anything. You can go see a doctor anytime you like. You go to a hospital, you can be sick and not have to worry about $50,000 bills.
yeah, and that's how it was in England, and
Like
and
I got a question for you. You're going to begin radiation soon, right?
yeah,
Who pays for that?
well, because of having cancer, I was able to apply for um, Medicaid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, you got it, eh?
yeah, thankfully,
Excellent.
right? But
Yeah.
that was one of the things that was one of the things that made me, when I was sitting there and with the radiation person, and they were going over all of the side effects and things like that. I just was, and they gave me this little card so that it could read the card reader. It could read this card reader. Every time you come in for radiation, you swipe it through. Which for me, I feel like that's like for billing purposes. It kind of makes it, like that
Oh, yeah.
person
Every
say,
time you come
like,
in.
yes, yeah. So for billing purposes, they've got to, that all
Right.
figured out. But if I was paying for chemotherapy, um, cash, right? And then
Yeah.
they say, oh, well, it didn't, you still have cancer. Like people who have paid for chemotherapy and then during chemotherapy they die. Um, what if they're, you know, I don't understand. I mean, if they're still, if they don't know that it's going to work or not, then how can they feel, not guilty for? making these people go through all this and then it doesn't work and then the radiation has this many, I mean,
Yeah,
how can they not guarantee something that costs that much?
yeah. Well,
They
they
can't.
can't. That's just one of the fact of life. It's too bad too, that it doesn't always take. But you know what? It does take though, and it does work. It's proven. So you got to go
Yes.
for it.
Yeah, of course I'm going to because, I mean, I have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Right.
Right. So by doing that, it's for the best for me, you know, hopefully.
Yeah.
I think that we all probably in horribly in some kind of way have some kind of cancer in us anyway from
We
everything that's
do.
out in the world.
I think the way it was described to me, we all have it. It's just if it's triggered or not.
Right. I wonder what triggers that. Sometimes I wonder if it's not, when they give some surgery to somebody because scar tissue. No, this isn't my second time having breast cancer. This is my first time having cancer at all.
Yeah. When were
Yeah,
you diagnosed?
last year, last October.
October, eh?
Yeah, last week between September and October, like, was when they first started noticing and then going through it all.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's been tough
Hmm.
for you, I bet, eh?
Huh?
It's been really tough on you.
Oh, yeah. That and everything, that I go through on YouTube too is
Oh yeah.
makes it even worse, 10 times worse than it should have been for me.
How long have you been on YouTube for?
About 3 years, I think since 2000, yeah, like 2018.
Because you're really popular. Everybody knows you.
Oh, thank you. Not enough people. Well, I was, I started out just doing little videos and then I was doing like police involved shootings, officer involved shootings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Everyone has cancer cells in their body, trauma, DNA, environmental factors like exposure to all sorts of chemicals determines if a person's up. What's kind of odd is that
Thank you,
it
Amy.
seems when you go back through history, you don't see many people like being diagnosed with cancer, or dying of cancer. You don't hear that a lot
Because I don't think they understood it like they do now.
unless it has to do with, like she was just saying, all the chemicals and the environmental stuff and everything. Rachel
Yeah.
said, "Oh my God, the worst thing I had to go through is after my husband passed, catching all the double billing for his treatment. I was actually assigned an account manager, and she said most people wouldn't catch it."
Oh wow.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, Amy has a degree in biology and chemistry, so I studied so much about cancer. I think there's a lot of things out there that they tell us, isn't bad for us. And then years later, they tell us it is. I mean, look at in Massachusetts, menthol cigarettes are illegal now. For years, people have been
Oh
smoking menthol cigarettes. Why are menthol cigarettes illegal now?
yeah. You can't get them in Canada.
You can't.
They took them right off the shelf. Can't get them anymore.
Now, why?
I don't know. There's something about them. Let's find out.
Yeah.
I'll check it.
Amy, that's a good point. I should look into that because I live near Montana. All those chemicals, all the Roundup chemicals being put into the air. They actually are having a class action lawsuit that Roundup. The chemicals used in making menthol that causes a lot of cancer. So I would think that all these people that were smoking menthol cigarettes all this time, their families should be like, okay, well now it's illegal, so weren't they responsible for all the cancer that get caused? I mean, it doesn't make sense. Those class action suits, you never get anything anyway. You end up with like, you know, they get millions, but the lawyers get it, and the people who they get maybe like $100 or some shit.
I'm looking for a reason, but it must be because it's a they found that it's a proven carcinogen.
Amy says, my best friend from college worked at Monsanto for a year. Springfield pays millions of dollars to release it into the environment. What do you mean they pay millions of dollars? Like they know that this is being released into the environment and they're doing that? And Mr. Babo says the fiberglass in the filters and the cigarettes cut up people's lungs. Menthol does cause cancer. I found that out years ago. See, and you found that out years ago, and this government couldn't find it out till, or at least they didn't want to find it out. Remember, they used to have freaking commercials for cigarettes, and they would, try to incite young kids to smoke cigarettes, and pregnant women would be smoking cigarettes and shit, drinking and smoking cigarettes. You'd think it would just be logical for people to know that drinking when you're pregnant isn't neither is cigarette smoking. I mean, either one. I can't believe that. I'm gonna have to look that up though, Amy, what you were saying about Montana. Oh, sprinklers to allow Montana and let it out into the air.
Okay, here's an
Occasionally,
explanation.
yeah.
Why ban menthol? Menthol increases smoking uptake and makes it harder to quit. The anesthetic effects of menthol in cigarettes enable smokers to inhale cigarette smoke more deeply into their lungs, thereby increasing exposure to harmful substances in the tobacco smoke. So they're worse.
That's that's
You get
ridiculous.
that?
Yeah, that sounds ridiculous, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
Do you smoke or did you smoke?
Yeah, yeah. But that's I mean, they always say it's lung cancer that's caused by smoking cigarettes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I've had lung surgery before, eh?
You did?
Yeah. I had something happen to me. I caught pneumonia a couple of years ago, and it got really, really bad. And they put me into a coma for 11 days on a respirator because they couldn't get my lungs cleared. And I was going to die. And they decided to go in and scrape the lungs out manually. So they cut me open and scraped my lungs out, each one, and then left tubes in me to drain the rest of the fluid. And eventually woke me up. So I was out of it on the 14th day, and I haven't looked back since.
Well, you're lucky that
Yeah,
you
I am lucky.
yeah, that they were able to catch that. Delbert, yeah, he says, you actually believe if Britain won the revolution, life would be better for you. I'm just saying that the possibility of, national medical care, things like that, if they are able to do those things, then um, I'm just saying that I don't know if life would be better for us, but I do know that they were fighting a gentleman's war, like they would never kill the like the leader of troops or somebody who's like a general or something, a lot of times they would just cut their trigger finger off, the British soldiers.
Really?
Yeah, they would cut the trigger finger off.
So,
My mom
guys,
grew up in Indian Orchard and passed away from lung and bone cancer in 2010. She also smoked menthol cigarettes her whole life. Wow. Wow.
oh,
I'm sorry to hear that.
yeah,
Did she
sorry,
take
Amy.
chemo? Did she do chemo? Breast cancer is highly genetic and caused by a mutation in breast cells. Yeah, but I had that test with the to see the genes because they say that Jewish people have a tendency to carry that gene from the Ashkenazi Jews for some reason. So they tested, but I think that every woman should actually have that test to see if they carry that gene. But I didn't carry it. They tested for it and they said I didn't have it. It was just a fluke, a real fluke, you know, because I didn't feel sick or anything.
At all?
No, still
Oh,
don't.
really?
Yeah,
So you're gonna win?
that's what I think.
I think so too.
Yeah, that's what I
I think you
think. I
have that
think
inner energy in you that it's just gonna obliterate. This radiation will help. It'll obliterate the last little signs of it. You go into remission, and you can go on with your life and not have to look back.
yeah, right. I think I'm gonna just, keep fighting away because I don't. If I don't feel sick from it, then to my mind, it's just a bump in the road, and I'm gonna get over it.
Yep,
And that's how I feel.
another
Because
experience.
America is a mistake. Sorry, you have to pay for medical care. And what do you mean by that? Sorry, you have to pay for medical care. Well, nobody should have to. But, oh, it runs in your family. Rachel says my late husband's parents smoked. He didn't smoke. I started smoking when I moved back to my grandmother's house. I felt so guilty. He started smoking and then you quit. No, she was coughing up blood for 2 years before she told my dad or me. The tumor was the size of a tennis ball.
Oh,
Poor, oh, wow. Wow. So she had never gone to the doctor during all that time, huh? People are scared of doctors sometimes. Freedom from tyranny is not important in history. I don't know what tyranny. And just think about all the chemicals and the food all we eat. It wasn't in food in our parents' age, and that is true.
it is true.
It is true. All those GMOs, is that what they're called?
Yeah,
Yep,
genetically modified.
yep, yeah. And that's the thing. That's what they do. I mean, all of these different things. Even the phone causes cancer.
That's what they say. Cell
Yep.
cellular phones.
Oh yeah, they cause cancer. And that's what kills me is, instead of looking at it like, when the person who was developing cell phones, instead of saying, yeah, but they cause cancer really bad, that's what they would put in the small print when people would buy a phone, you know?
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I read all the small print. And they would put it in mucus carcinoma. Oh wow, that sounds different. I've never heard of that. Throwback has cancer. Um, it's like, why would they why would they tout something that causes cancer and tell everybody, oh, it's so much better, it's so much better. Yeah. My mother my mother is British. I have dual citizenship, so I would have been here anyway because my
Oh,
mother lived in Britain, so I would have been here anyway, Delbert. Yeah, I would have been here anyway. I wasn't born to, my mother wasn't American. Um, yeah, I don't understand like why they would, promote something that causes cancer and tell everybody, oh, it's much better than a landline, which didn't cause cancer. Because, why? Because of the money? Because of what? The money they can make from it, and they don't care at all that putting it next to your head or anywhere is causing cancer. It's just crazy.
it
They don't
is.
care. hmm
To
Because
think
then
that
they're
they,
thinking, oh, the more people who get cancer, the more money we're going to make because of their treatment and because of this and because of that. And, they
yeah,
don't, yeah,
that's a horrible thought.
it's a nasty cycle, but they just don't care. And because
Maybe
autism runs in my family, I have two autistic kids out of four, and my brother has two kids with autism as well. His son has Down syndrome autism. Mutation of cells caused by preservatives is my guess. Yes, she says the prevalence of autism has increased by tenfold in the last three generations. That is true. That is true. I've seen it a lot. That is, there's nothing we can do though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like we could talk all we want about the Haitians and the cancer and national health care and autism, all of it. And the people with the most money always win.
that's true.
Yeah. I mean, you could be poor and get accused of the same crime as the rich guy. And since he can afford a good attorney, he gets away with it,
So
you know?
true. Yeah,
It, yeah. It always has killed me how when somebody who they accuse of doing something, um, criminal, but maybe the person didn't do it and they want to, fight it, they make them think that they're going to lose. So if you fight it, you're going to get the death sentence. But if you admit to doing it, you'll get only life in prison. So you're like,
right.
between a rock and a hard place. You can't afford a good attorney. You're, basically you're up the creek without a paddle.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Rich people always
I
get.
wouldn't want to be in that predicament.
No, me neither. I'm gonna say good night now, and I appreciate you being up here with me, Mark.
No
Thank you so much.
problem.
I always love having a guest, and make sure that you check out the live stream from last night with Sharon and Bobbles.
I
I don't know if
did. I
you. Oh,
watched it. It was very interesting. Hey,
yes.
did you get the email I sent you the other day?
The other day? No, I got the last one you sent me was a long time ago.
No, I sent you another one with a song that
Oh, I'll have to
could.
check that out. I don't
Yeah, it's.
usually check my email much, so but I will
Oh, you
check it
don't.
now. Yeah. I'll check it now though, now that I know.
Yeah, there's a song there for you. It's by a Canadian band called April Wine. And I asked you if you knew the song the other day, and you said you didn't. So I sent it to you.
Oh, all right, I will check it out because I do remember that group, April Wine.
Yeah, they had some pretty good hits. This is a
All
good
right.
one of their better songs. You'll like it.
All right. I will
Oh,
definitely check it out. Thank you so much for
thanks.
being here.
Yeah,
And
thanks, SG.
yeah, good night, everyone. Have a great night. Peace out and tacos. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I appreciate you guys very, very much. You don't know how much. I couldn't express it. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.